What is up, everybody? This is Jaylen from Dorm Talkin, and Nando Movies has worked his magic yet again and gotten a bunch of content creators and essayists to just come together and talk about one excellent scene. This could be your favorite scene from the X-Men franchise, or a scene that really moves you that you want to make a video about. And so last year they did one marvelous scene, and unfortunately I didn't have a YouTube channel at the time. But this year I was like, nah guys, now that we have one, we have to be a part of this. So we made a video. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. You'll hear more from me from the end of the video. But you know what? Let's just get into the video.
Not close friends?
Anyone want to give me the $5 where I begin?
Alright, so our one excellent scene is actually two scenes. We're talking about the attacks of the Sentinels on the X-Men from Days of Future Past, because that joint was crazy. So alright, so I'm gonna just give a brief synopsis and then we can talk about it. Alright, so basically you got Sunspot, Blink, Bishop,
Blink, Bishop.
Warpath.
They big chilling.
Pride, and they're just chilling. I think one of them is reading a newspaper, and Colossus is there too. And one of them is reading a newspaper, and it's like, they're here. You see the Sentinel freaking drill through that joint. And they just start going ham.
What's up, boys?
Exactly. And then Iceman's there too. They're just like,
I'll be
right here.
Hola.
Yeah, I don't know what those things were made out of, but like they didn't get one scratch at all in that whole entire fight. They just adapted.
It's like they took the metal of whatchamacallit. They took I don't know how Mystique played a big role in it all of a sudden, but they took her whole like reflective DNA transformation type of thing,
and they mix it with like adamantium or something like that.
No,
something.
Not that. Because
man.
if it was adamantium, Magneto would be able to control it.
Oh, that's true.
It
It wasn't even a metal material then.
Nah, they could adapt. Yeah.
That was the scary part.
The thing is, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the thing about the Sentinels is that they were just so unstoppable, bro. That's one thing I loved about it. One person said, I hated the Sentinels, so therefore I loved them. Because like the thing about the Sentinels is, especially in the first scene, it's just you see how desperate everybody is because they know that they're about to die. Like,
I know.
When Iceman pulls up,
he's like, I'm gonna die, son.
He gave him that look.
Guy that
look at her face.
He's just like, bro, I'm about to die. And everybody knows it. So they only can send Bishop to like a couple days before just so that they can just escape and never be there in the first place. It's just, the Sentinels were just so OP, and being able to adapt. And like, when he catches Colossus's fist, and Colossus is just like,
and
he changes.
He just bends it. He's like, he's like, he got so sad.
The sad part is like after, I feel like it was low key so sad and gruesome is when they just show Bobby's head sliding like an ice cube, and then he's like,
he steps on him like,
bro, that hurt.
Bro.
What was crazy though is like they're 100% of power, and them just like giving everything they had was nothing.
Nothing. It was dirt. Even Magneto. He was like, bro, I got stabbed.
What makes the scene unique too is that like in most movies, like they'll go easy like on the gruesome scenes and stuff, and they'll like maybe turn the camera or switch scenes when something's about to happen. But nah, they didn't. They let loose with that scene, bro. They showed you everything. I was like, jeez.
Because that movie was PG-13, right?
Exactly.
They
felt rated R.
Rated. That's what I'm saying.
It felt rated R.
Like Logan, if they had a X movie that's rated R, that like for real, because the themes that they talk about is R rated. I'm like,
if you think about it, you could talk about freaking racism, gay rights, stuff like that, just in the metaphors that they talk about in this movie. It's just ridiculous because X people or mutants, they're just because of they're different because they have a different gene. I mean, mind you, some people can like move, a bunch of metal objects and stuff like that. But just because they're considered dangerous just because they're different. And so they just decided to make this task force, which could be called the police, who knows? But they make this task force just to try to take them out.
And then you have them turn against each other.
I see what you're doing there, Fox. I see what you're doing there.
Bruh.
But like they take this PG-13 rating to the max, bro. Because in the second scene, when it's like that's the actual last stand, not X3. This is the actual last stand. But when they take freaking Warpath's head and like moves it right in front of his laser beam,
I'm not gonna lie, that scene got me.
Oh
yeah, that scene got me the most.
Dude, how you gonna disrespect this man?
Ridiculous.
That dude just got blasted away into smithereens.
Exactly. Bro. Like you can just feel how desperate everybody is.
Chopping hands.
But what was crazy though is like they had the mental capacity to like know what they were doing, because like one was getting burnt and the other was getting frozen. They took both of that, they communicated and they switched those powers, and then they were able to use them on each of them.
They got Sunspot and the Iceman's powers. That joint was tough. And then the second one, in the second fight, you saw him use Emma Frost powers, and then later.
Yeah, I know. And then,
but the sad thing about that too, Emma Frost wasn't even there at that time, was she?
No, but
so that thing got to her beforehand.
Yeah, it killed it, dude. It was waxing people because, like in the beginning, I remember they were killing.
You always assume that they killed everybody. If you don't see them, they're killed.
If you don't see them, they're dead. That's one thing that was so sad. Because I'm just kind of upset that they went straight from first class to everybody's dead now, which is Daisy Class. Because another scene that I really love is the scene where Charles Xavier and Magneto are arguing, and he just just like Banshee, Angel, and then just starts moving the plane over
and everything.
Like, we were supposed to protect them.
Dude, that was crazy.
That joint went so hard because it's like, bro, because Charles Xavier is supposed to be the good guy, but he and Beast were out there hiding in the X-Mansion trying to be human. Like, while all their brothers were dying and getting freaking slaughtered. That's why, there's no real good guy in X-Men.
No, there's not. Because you can agree with everyone. Magneto, because he makes sense. Like, even the people like you're saying, Professor X, like, even him, like, seeming faulty. Like, why are you doping yourself up to lose your powers? Or, like, why did you do that to Jean to, like, mask her powers? Like, it's...
Yeah, going off of what Nate and Jaylen said, like, I think that's what makes the X-Men movies great. Like, even like if like some of the scenes might look kind of outdated with the CGI that we have right now, what makes them great is each person is like an actual person in real life. They have their flaws and then they have their strengths and different things like that.
Yeah.
And it also makes you feel more attached to them at the same time.
Because you feel their struggle, and there's one particular part of the X-Men is something that everybody can relate to. That's one thing that I love about the X-Men. Like, they're probably one of my favorite teams. Like, that's including like everything in all of comics and all of media. Because it's like that's the most like they're the most like a family. For real, besides the Fantastic Four, they're the most like a family.
And bro, like it shows you how like vulnerable they are at the same time. Like this scene in particular, like it just shows you just how vulnerable they are.
They made that very clear how vulnerable.
I'm gonna stab you 3 times.
I know.
I was
pretty vulnerable.
Like, which of the X-Men you think had the best effort? Like, who put up the biggest fight?
Blink.
They all got cooked.
No, but the sad part was they did the Blink. When she like put her thing and they
I know she was clearly dead after the first 2 stabs, and they said, "Nah, not yet."
when it just didn't close fast enough, and he stabbed her.
Yeah, that was horrible.
And lost his arm. Like,
and they could regenerate too, right?
Yeah.
He was not
pointless at that point. It's like fighting sand,
right? And the thing is, that was like the beginning scene. So it really like set the tone for what, like how desperate everybody was going to be throughout that entire movie.
Like the importance of this, what we needed to do. Like if you fail, everyone's dead.
Everybody.
Like, you cannot mess up.
I know we already brought up the Colossal. But it's just so sad. I was looking at it again, and like the face of confusion and defeat that he had when it twisted his arm and looked at him. Like
he's not used to that.
Was so sad. He was like,
the big
like
boy.
that was. I know that's what I'm saying. That was the saddest thing to see, man. Like, didn't they like? I don't know. They tear him apart.
Yeah,
what did they do to him?
Yeah. He did. They ripped him apart.
Ripped him in half.
I guarantee he's never lost like an arm wrestling match in his life, and that was the first time.
No.
He just ripped his arm off. Like no.
And the thing is, they just get overwhelmed, man. It's like these are the heroes. The thing is, they do such a good job of like establishing the heroes. DC needs to take note. But they establish
more than notes. Any PowerPoints, man. We can talk about
for real. They need essays.
That's a whole different topic right there.
You know, the continuity of the X-Men. Yeah. They do a great job of establishing how powerful their heroes are.
Yeah.
Even though they're nothing compared to the comics, but we're not going to get into that. But and then you see exactly freaking don't even get me started. But then you see how feeble they are in comparison to the Sentinels. And it just goes to show like how much fear really can take control of somebody so much because they just didn't understand mutants. So they're just like, you know what?
Yeah.
We're just gonna kill them.
All right, but back to the scene. Who do you guys think had the most gruesome death, like out of all the X-Men?
Dude, got this face.
Here's the thing, like a lot of people feel sad and they're like, "Dang, like I just lost my favorite hero," but I just start cracking up.
It's so funny, dude.
Like you see your favorite hero just get slapped around like they're nothing.
The first time I watched it, I was so sad. But the second time I watched it, I was like, bro, this dude got his freaking face.
But the first run was the saddest run. The first one, no doubt, was the saddest.
The first one was sad, and then I don't know. It's a different. It's between Warpath and Colossus.
Yeah, I think Colossus.
Who's the girl though? Who's the girl?
Blink.
For me, it's between Iceman and Blink.
Yeah, because if you think about it, getting frozen, like they're like after a while.
I don't know, man.
No, the thing is, because think about it. If you get stabbed, that's just pain, like all the way until you die.
Here's the thing, though. You're the strongest, like around your group of friends. Like you had to have some sort of pride, and you get manhandled by these robots. Like
you get ripped apart, bro.
Yeah, no.
Like Colossus is beefy.
That's the worst one, man. Like,
nah, bro. If you look at Colossus's face, bro,
he was like.
But could you think about still?
Right here,
but some of them more instant death.
I know, no facts. I will. But no, okay. Could you think about like literally you're still alive and putting out teleports and they're stabbing you actively?
That's what I'm saying.
You're conscious while they are putting multiple blades.
But here's the thing:
in
you see yourself getting torn apart. Down to man.
But once he got punched in the face, bro, I guarantee you that was it for him.
Yeah,
like he got ripped and then punched.
He knew he was gonna die.
When she got stabbed, I bet you she was still conscious for a while more after that. Because her blood had a
well, if what you're saying is true, then I can agree. But if he was still conscious, though, he was being like dragged apart.
No,
he
was conscious. He got that.
He was conscious. That's the worst one.
Yeah, so because he turned to metal, so he was just like
torn apart.
But then if you think about Iceman's, he's literally like his neck is literally getting burnt.
Well, dude, okay, I'll give you the dude crushed his neck.
When he can crush it off like normal ice from the fridge. Like
ice from the
fridge. Put it out.
Put it on the rock.
Normal ice from the fridge.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I don't know.
What is up, everybody? Thank y'all for making it to the end of this video. Y'all are the real MVPs. Give yourself a hand clap. Now stop. Because it doesn't have to end here. Y'all can make fire videos about X-Men as well and get it added to the playlist just like ours got added to the playlist. Hopefully it got added to the playlist. But anyway, like this video, share it with your friends, comment who your favorite X-Men is, what your favorite scene is. If you agree with us, if you disagree with us, just have a conversation with us, man, down below. And yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, subscribe, because we're close to 100 subscribers, about halfway there. And when we get to 100 subscribers, we're gonna do something crazy. We might do like a giveaway of like, I don't know, Matt's favorite sock or something like that. So you don't want to miss that. So yeah, thank y'all for watching the video. We out.
You